And you can see my hours. Look at my hours. Look at my hours. Look at my hours right here. Look. Look at the mouse. What does that say? 673.9 hours of playtime. I just been locked in, grinding, learning the game exactly what I need to be doing, how I need to go about it. YouTube, as always, bro, I appreciate you guys so much for clicking on the video. Look, I have not been here. You could say I've been on vacation, but for the rest of this time until you die, I'm going to be making Marvel Rival content. We're going to be dropping some crazy Marvel Rival videos. Look, I'm going over this tier list. If you guys aren't following me on Twitch, I stream Marvel Rival solo rank every single day. So make sure you guys pull up. All right. So look, we're going to go ahead and jump into it. Let's see what we got for you guys here on the tier list. Adam Warlock. Okay, now look, I don't know what to tell you guys about this, but Adam Warlock is just somebody that I think is a really good healer. Now let me say this. I want to say something before I say anything else. Adam Warlock is a character that I do not like to see in plat rank. Now you may be like, Rio, but why? Because a lot of people in plat rank don't have aim. Gold rank, they don't have the aim. They don't understand that he's a DPS slash healer with a crazy take on his ultimate on how he's going to revive you. You see what I'm saying? So when I go over this, I'm going to give you guys a little take with just how I feel about the character, how the character should be played, what we should be going through. And it kind of, you know, it kind of hurts me a little bit when I see people play Adam Warlock. They're not doing damage. They don't understand how much damage that they do. They don't understand that Adam Warlock do, he's a hit scan and projectile. You know, they don't really pay attention to him as a character, right? So if I'm looking at Adam Warlock, his heals, you got to really time his heals with how you're going to be doing it. The alt Born Again is absolutely amazing. It's one of those things that's like, yo, chat, good wipe. We got Born Again. And you're like, you ain't got nothing to do but to get over there. So the first place where I'm putting Adam, I feel like Adam's B tier. He's right now I'm thinking between B and A. I feel like coupled up with a really good healer, like somebody like Adam and Mantis can be really good together and very annoying because of the passive and stuff like that. But like overall, like him with a Luna and just whatever else you're going with, as long as the player is really good with them, he's going to be stronger, especially like with the aim and the extra damage that he's going to be bringing to the team. I feel like he's overall solid. You know what I'm saying? So as of right now, I'm thinking between B and A, but I'm gonna see how it lines up. But as of right now, I'm putting Adam at B. Okay, this is where I have him right here. He's really good for taking out flyers. He's a hit scan. He's really good with the overall damage. He's a great additional tank back there, but a lot of people don't really respect him as much until you get higher up into the ranks. Okay, in the lower ranks, they don't know how good he is. Plus, you need really good DPS skills to really be good with this character as well. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into the next one. That's what I got. That's what I got. All right. Now, by the way, I'm doing this tier list live on Twitch. So if you guys aren't following me on Twitch, make sure you guys come on over. Let's go ahead and lock in. Now, all right. No, I'm not gonna lie to you, the Wakanda of assassins, mate. I'm not gonna lie to you what I got for you here. Black Panther. Now, if you guys played the beta, what I got for you guys here is Black Panther. If you guys ever played the beta, Black Panther was not him. He was not T'Challa. He was not fire in the beta at all. But Black Panther in the fully released version of the game is a demon. I'm not even gonna lie. You want to know when I knew that he was a menace? When somebody dashed past, I turned my camera to follow and he was already back over here. And I had to turn to follow over here and he was already back over here. And it was at that point I was like, yeah, I'm a main tank. Y'all got to deal with that on your own. All right. He's a demon. He kills you so quick, ghost dashing, it doesn't matter. I've never seen anybody swiping my pockets as quick as he did, right? But for Black Panther, I'm not even gonna lie, he's a very strong character, strong DPS, especially if he's paired with any team buffs, but just overall, he's just strong. The number one thing that you want to do with Black Panther is you want him to burn his kit. Once he burns his kit and you don't die, then that's when you try to get him. But the number one thing that I figured out with Black Panther is if he's using his kit, like soon as he comes in with the dash, if you follow him, you're gonna be in the blender. You're now in the bag of tricks because now you're turning, trying to keep up with him. All you gotta do is that if he was here and he goes there, just keep looking here because he's gonna go back in that spot because they go zigzag, 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 back and forth most of the time. You see what I'm saying? So whenever you look at Black Panther, if you're going to want to fight him, if you want to keep up with a character like this, I know a lot of people in the lower ranks, if you're in the lower ranks, then it's going to be harder for most people to try to deal with him because they don't know what he's going to be doing. But once he burned his kit, he's kind of done. He got to go and reset the whole thing. So Black Panthers have to do calculus. They have to monetize. They have to know which way the wind is blowing. They got to do every single thing before they go in and strike. You see what I'm saying? Before they go in and strike, they have to do all of that. You feel me? Now,
why did you ban my twin?
I definitely have him at S tier. So that's where I have him. I really think like when you see a crazy Black Panther, there's just really not much you can do unless you really got that sense of support, you know, like. But now I want to say something real quick about the healers. If you got Mantis, try to sleep. Try. At least throw it out. At least. You may hit him. It's AoE. At least. Okay? Now, Black Widow. You know, I don't know if it's because she was suing Disney or Marvel, why they made her so weak. I know that every character, first off, let me say this. Every character in this game is good. But when you get to certain levels, there's certain characters that just really have that advantage. Okay? And Black Widow's kit, I don't really like her kit too much, especially like with her ultimate to slow everybody, and it even slows the team as well, right? Black Widow is just a character that I just truly cannot get behind with how her kit works, what she does. The fact now, when I seen her in the trailer, just like everybody else, I thought she one-shot you. I thought it was one-shot headshot. I was like, oh my gosh, this character's broken. You gotta fix her. But since she cannot one-shot you at all, that kind of just changes things, especially with how insane healing is in this game and trying to get the correct picks. I feel like if you're a top tier Black Widow, you could have been so insane with somebody else, right? I'm not gonna lie. If I see a Black Widow on my team, my team morale drops, okay? My team morale drops. I don't know why, it just does. I'm putting her here. I know a lot of people might feel away. My morale drops. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I am not gonna lie to you. It does not hit the same for me, bro. It does not hit the same for me. Now this is what I have for you guys. Next up, we got Hulk. Okay. Now, when Hulk first came out, I didn't understand it, but I tried playing Hulk. Hulk is like one of the toughest heroes to play correctly because you got that shield is amazing to shield a team. You can shield from a Jeff ult. You can shield from a lot of different things. You can shield from a what's his name? A Doctor Strange ult. You can really do a lot with Hulk, but where Hulk started going crazy, where I started banning him when I got to Diamond rank, was when Hulk and that Iron Man thing is just so obnoxious. Hulk, Iron Man, and Doctor Strange, bro, the damage that they do together, bro. Every time I see a Hulk, I start hyperventilating. I had a match. I said, bro, can we ban Hulk? They didn't ban Hulk. They wanted to play Hulk and Iron Man, but the other team was also playing Hulk and Iron Man. And guess what? The other team, Hulk and Iron Man, was better than my team's Hulk and Iron Man. And we lost. And I'm like, see, I told you, why you come over here playing with people who are putting everything in their lives to be a Hulk, man? You just saw it on YouTube. You're not even built for it. He played the character, right? Now, I'm not going to lie, with Hulk, where I'm putting Hulk is definitely going to be, I feel like as crazy as Hulk is with the team combo setup, I feel like Hulk is definitely an A-tier character to me. When I look at Hulk, he is really good. His ultimate, I feel like if you transform into, you know, ugly Hulk, whatever, and then instantly grab you and start slamming you, I feel like you don't know how to play Hulk. The thing about it is, what makes Hulk so crazy is going to be doing the slap. It does some insane damage and actually like knocking people off the point. I feel like he's a really strong character at that point. Now, the thing is with Hulk is Hulk by himself isn't just doing too much. He's a distraction character. Get some quick little picks to really be on Doctor Strange, punching through his shield and doing stuff like that. If you're using him correctly with the team synergizes and the healers are paying attention to him, like Hulk is only as good as his healers, right? But Hulk, and I know a lot of you guys might be like, but the Iron Man, you know, combo with Hulk and Strange is broken. Yeah, but individually Hulk by himself isn't more than A to me, you know, as a character, right? As a character, that's just genuinely how I feel, right? All right, now this one has been a big thing for me. I'm not even gonna lie. Captain America has been a big thing for me. Now it's going up and down because you'll see people like, we know Captain America's sustain is crazy. We know him actually being there and being in the fight is so hard to kill that it's obnoxious. He's really hard to kill. The thing is for me is that he's very situational, right? And Captain America is just one of those people that's just such a solo character. Like, he's doing great, but the team's back there dying if they don't know what's going on. Like, a Captain America's like, bro, I just finished all their healers. Yeah, we got finished too because you wasn't like, you're the only tank. You can't solo tank, you know. Or maybe there's one guy who can solo tank, but the percentage of the player base that are playing this guy, from how I see his kit with what he's doing, and I see a lot of Captain Americas that play him wrong, go out there and stand with his shield. And I know you're probably gonna fight with me to be like, well, my Captain America is great, I could do well with Captain America. It's a lot of times that the percentage of soloing all the way through rank and having him on my team, it just doesn't go well. It just does not go well. So for me, I'm not even gonna lie to you, it matches. We got double C's, Cap and C. You know, I'm not even gonna lie. This is just how I feel about Captain America. I cannot lie. I tried him. I played with him for a bit. It's just the Captain Americas that rock with me, bro. His kit, with the way it is, his damage is so insanely low. He's like a little bug that's just flying by your ear. You know what I'm saying? And if your team is dumb, you're gonna get distracted by the Captain America. But if your team is smart enough, you know, to look past the Captain America at times, heal through his little amount of damage, kill the line that he left there. You know what I'm saying? It's all about placement and positioning with how you play this character. And I feel like his damage doesn't warrant enough like threat level unless the team that he's with is extremely smart at the same time. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel about him. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel about Cap. Now, let's talk about my baby. Who I got a few characters that I'm lured on, and one of my healers that I'm lured on is Cloak and Dagger. All right, now I have some insane things to say about Cloak and Dagger. I love Cloak and Dagger. I think Cloak and Dagger is absolutely amazing. I think the swapping between Dagger and going to Cloak for damage debuff is absolutely amazing, especially with the phasing. To go up a good Cloak and Dagger, you don't want to use that phase too much because that's exactly what they're looking for you. Her ultimate, setting up the ultimate, doing the Lakers triangle offense of how you go swoosh, 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 right? Or you can stack it to be to where you're unkillable. You can overlap it. That is another thing that you can do. The thing is with Cloak and Dagger, if Cloak and Dagger is playing right behind a tank or in lane very well while you're going up against another team, and she keeps throwing the debuff there while the team is shooting down the lane at you, it is so oppressive and annoying because she's blinding you. You're taking more damage. The thing about it is I feel like she's a good pick with the auto aiming that's basically in there, and the Moira pull that's locking you in with the damage from Cloak itself. So I overall feel like I love when there's a Cloak and Dagger on my team. You know, I love when there's a Cloak and Dagger on my team. She's really good. I think, well, they are really good. I feel like this is a solid character, especially the style with flipping in between healer and damage, escape, and just like, you know, persistent heals. So I think this character is very, very good. I do like Cloak and Dagger a lot. I love her on my team. I don't think she's the best healer in the game, absolutely not, but I love her as a healer, right? Now, the next, oh my God, bro. Here we go. This is getting there really quick. Doctor Strange. Okay. Doctor Strange. This guy's absolutely nuts. Doctor Strange is a tank. Doctor Strange is a DPS. Doctor Strange is a flanker. Doctor Strange could be a goddamn healer if he feels like it. I don't know what that magician coat that he got cannot do. Doctor Strange is annoying as heck. Okay, annoying as heck. Is one of the greatest tanks in the game. Going up there, being able to block Hela's ult, block so many ults, Iron Man's ult, doing the amount of damage that he can do is absolutely insane. I feel like every time I see a Doctor Strange, I'll test the waters a little bit to see how good the Doctor Strange player is. And if they're not that oppressive, I'm like, oh, it's gonna be a good day. But if they really play Doctor Strange, bro, you're about to have the toughest day of your life. Okay. Now, as a good Doctor Strange, you're going to make sure that you don't build up your anti-heal too much to where you can, you know, explode with the damage, especially with the team up between him and Hulk. This character is you're going to be your lead DPS. He is absolutely a one-man team. He is so oppressive. I hate playing against Doctor Strange. I love when I see another tank. I'm like, oh, y'all don't play Strange? I'm about to bully you. You know what I'm saying? So I really do think Doctor Strange is insanely OP. I don't feel like he needs a nerf or anything, though. I just feel like he's insanely good, and I love that about his kit. I love the character. I love the character, especially being such a strong tank that is so universal, especially with the insane plays that you can go through with the portals. I think if you were playing tank, that is a tank that you should absolutely at least play a little bit so you can understand the concept of what you want to stop him from doing or what you think he's going to do next so you can counter him. Okay, definitely learn Doctor Strange. Get that in your bag of tanks. All right. Okay. Now we gotta talk. Strange is the best tank in the game. Now you got my boy Groot. Now, Groot is another character that I have at Lord, and whenever I play Groot, I know for a simple fact that majority of tanks, I'm going to bully them, right? Because if you understand how to play Groot at a really high level, you know that he's a trap character. He's a trap character. Wall you off away from your heals to where you can get bullied by our team. Then the walls are behind you. My walls are then doing damage to you when I hit you up against it. It's so many things that can go off right there and then just trap you off. He can be very obnoxious. He's very good against Hawkeye, stopping Hawkeye from getting the one shots because the walls are there. So he has to jump out of position to actually try to shoot around the walls with the barricades that you're putting up. I think he's an insanely strong tank used correctly, but Wolverine does bully him. He's like a walking like bat signal for Wolverine. Okay, now I do think Groot is amazing. I think he's fantastic. I think his ultimate is very good as well, especially with grouping people together. You always want to use the ult after you get down Strange's shield and kind of like set it up and hitting the back line with it. That's the thing about it. If I'm going to play Groot and there's a Strange, I'm very comfortable in the matchup for some reason. I'm very, very comfortable in the matchup just because of how I can play around it. I can keep my heals going. He has situational heals. Then he has to fly up over walls to try to get around it. So I feel like Groot is a really strong character. And a lot of people don't play him right, but I don't feel like he's nothing of S rank. I'm definitely going to put him in A rank. You don't see too many Groots as well, but I feel like he's a very strong character. And one thing that a lot of people forget about with Groot is that his damage is absolutely solid. He has really, really, really good damage. If you guys are not comfortable or know too much about Groot, his damage is legit, right? Very legit damage, right? Okay. Do we need to address it? Well, I think we need to address it. This is the first character on the list that is an instant ban. I have fears. I have nightmares. There's a lot of thing about Hawkeye. First off, let's let this out. I've never heard anybody say to me before this game came out, before we heard of this game, that there was a Hawkeye fan. Ever. I've never in my life heard somebody be like, yo, Hawkeye's my favorite Avenger. Never. Now everybody plays Hawkeye. Second, I want to talk about this. Hawkeye being able to have the third person view, right, while pulling and holding his bow, charging it, to peek over his shoulder is borderline insanity, and it's ridiculous. This is an insta-ban character. Without having this character banned, you're just trying to have the worst day of your life. This character got to be banned. He's a problem. Now, one thing that I will say about Hawkeye is that his kit is amazing. Second, he has a little bit too much movement for how deadly he is. I feel like he should have been a little bit slower. The next thing that comes, especially in high ranks, you got to get him up out of there. That's the first thing I do as soon as I get in game. Hey, anybody got a mic? Are we banning Hawkeye? That's the first thing I'm doing. You got to get him up out of there. I'm scared. Now, the thing that goes through this is with Hawkeye at the lower ranks, you're gonna have to deal with him. But once you hit diamond and stuff like that and you get to ban him and higher, you don't, it's like the character's not even in the game anymore. But the thing that's just so crazy about this is that his ultimate being able to hit your after images is just completely nuts. But him being able to hold the bow at 100% is where I draw the line. He should be slower. Okay, first off, I gotta say this. I don't know how many people are gonna agree with me in the comments, but I gotta say this. How does Hawkeye have infinite shots and not like 9 in his quiver? How does he have infinite shots? I don't understand. How is it infinite? He should have up to 9 or 11 shots that he should do till he has to reload. Being able to reload is an important thing because as a healer, as you're healing, how many times as a healer you're healing and then out of nowhere you're like, he's 1 HP, but I can't throw another heal because I got to reload, and they die. And you're like, bro, my bad, bro, I had to reload. You know how many times you could get away from a Hawkeye if they had to reload and they just can't get that next shot? Come on, bro. Come on. Infinite shots. Come on, bro. Oh my gosh. All right. Okay. Well, we doubling up on the Instaban. Hella. That's another thing I do. Soon as the match start, hey, we banning Hella and Hawkeye? Please? Okay. The thing here is you never want to take the chance of somebody being on your team to be like, wait, I main Hella. Yeah, but what if the other guy main Hella a little bit more than you? What if? Do we want to take that chance of you saying you main Hella, but the other guy main Hella more than you? What if? How much do you play Osu? What if? What sense do you play? I don't want to take that chance. So nobody plays Hella. Nobody plays Hella. That's just how I feel. Nobody plays her. Yeah, I don't care if that's your main. If you're a one trick, bro, you're in the wrong rank. Okay? What if? Hella, there's everything about her is great. The fact that she's hit scan is borderline insanity, right? The fact that she's hit scan is borderline insanity. Okay, can I just say something? The fact that Hella throw these blades and they're hit scan and Storm throwing lightning isn't just hit scan is so upsetting to me. I'm sorry, I'm jumping off because Storm isn't up here, but I just want to talk about that. That is so upsetting to me. Lightning versus swords, it makes me so mad because I'll be like, wait, what? You know what I mean? But Hella's ultimate changes games, her picks, her headshots, her positioning, her escapes, her slow. There's not one thing that this character is missing. So it's an insta ban on those. If you see these in your games and they're not banned, just know you're gonna have a bad day, right? Okay, now we gotta talk about it. Okay, we gotta talk about it. Here we go. Iron Fist. Now, I knew when this character first came out, everybody was going crazy. Even me, I was like, oh my God, Iron Fist is broken. Until you really start to understand the game and you start to say, huh, no, he's not. You start to go, huh, no, he's not. And in the lower ranks, I know it's harder for people to deal with him. The thing that I find hilarious is when I see an Iron Fist and he's pushing the back line and the healers go, dude, the Iron Fist keeps pushing us. We can't do anything. But it's a Luna and a Mantis back there as healers. You know how dangerous a Luna and a Mantis is back there for you to complain about Iron Fist most of the time? But let's go ahead and talk about it. Iron Fist to me is just not that good. I feel like he's a solid character. I don't feel like he's bad. I feel like he's good for what he does. And I feel like not every character needs to be OP. Okay, I feel like some characters are just good for certain ranks, and that's perfectly fine. That's exactly how I feel about Iron Fist. And to me, I'm putting Iron Fist here. That's where I'm putting Iron Fist. I'm putting him at C. I don't feel like he does too much in the game. I feel like even if you're a top tier Iron Fist, you got to do so much just to get to the back line when people see you and to make it out with the escapes. I feel like a lot of people use him in quick play and think that he's broken, but when you get to certain places in rank, I don't feel like he's that crazy. One of the things about Iron Fist is, like, you know, especially a lot of people, when I see them play, they use all of their kit to get in and then have no way to get out. But when you're playing with higher tier Iron Fist, they're going to be, you know, dancing up and down on the walls, trying to drop down on you like Jackie Chan and just really do some things to you. But I feel like he's a really good character. I don't feel like C is bad. I feel like they're solid characters. If you're an exceptional player playing these characters, I feel like you could do well with them, but it's just not my first pick. You know, and then also his ult too, the fact that he screams out so much and you just see him glowing. But I won't lie, I'm an Iron Fist ult abuser because his ult is amazing. It is fun as heck. I just be there like, I'm not gonna lie, those are some good ults. I mean, it's good ults, you good eats. You know, I think it's really cool. All right, now let's talk about this. I know a lot of people talked about Iron Man and said Iron Man sucked because he's so easy. Then that's how the game started. Then the game progressed and people actually started learning how to play Iron Man. He is easy, but he gets the job done, right? Him being easy doesn't equate to him being a bad character, okay? Now, where I'm putting Iron Man is going to be here, okay? I'm putting Iron Man here in A rank, okay? The reason why I'm putting Iron Man in A rank is because with Hawkeye ban and Hela ban, he's a lot more free to do what it is he wants to do, to be as obnoxious as he needs to be. And the thing is, especially like when you're playing around the Unibeam, I feel like the Unibeam is absolutely amazing. His ultimate can one-shot Luna in her ult, so he is a counter if they have a Luna over there. So if Luna pops her ult, he pops his ult that is a counter to Luna if he can hit her, because it's gonna one-shot. You know, so I feel like something like that is amazing. He has his pros, he has his cons, but I feel like with these two out of the meta, with the insta bans at higher rank, I feel like Iron Man is a lot better. Playing from behind, positioning, playing around his ults, getting flanks when you don't expect it, especially with distractions. I feel like Iron Man is still a really good character. A lot of people play him wrong. They play him off too far. They don't know what's going on. But Iron Man being in your face with tanks protecting him, playing around, locking you down with the Unibeam, he is absolutely great. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely great. You know what I'm saying? All right. So here's the next thing. We got Jeff. Oh, God. The mascot. This is the mascot of Marvel Rivals, okay? This is the mascot. Now, Jeff is going to be crazy because everybody and their mom, this is usually how it goes. If somebody doesn't play healer, the first thing they're like, dude, I've never played healer before. They either go to Jeff or they go to Rocket. Okay, that's how I can tell most of the time that they've never played healer. It's because they're gonna go to Jeff or they're gonna go to Rocket. All right. Now the thing is, this one might confuse a lot of people because Jeff is a little bit different at lower ranks and even in diamond ranks at times. Jeff can really come through and clutch. The overall annoyance of getting the character, he has a big old head to where you can one-shot him, get him up out of there, especially with Hawkeye and Hela. But if these characters are insta-ban, what can you do with Jeff? The thing is more sustained and overall, if you have really good flankers, right? If you have a Jeff and a Luna together, Jeff now has the passive. If you have a Jeff and a Mantis together, or if you have a Jeff and a Adam Warlock together, which I never want to see those combos most of the time, is you don't have as much backline protection because you don't have the stun and the CC to really lock down the divers. Jeff really lacks with that. He has really good survivability with moving out of the way, going up the walls, scaling the walls, and his heals are okay. They're not broken or just overpowered. Now, here's the thing. The thing is about Jeff is when you start playing at high rank, a lot of people are playing around your ultimate. You're going to die in your ultimate. People are looking for it. They're looking for the counter. Cloak and dagger, which grind my gears, should always, soon as you hear, rah, 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 you should immediately switch to cloak. Soon as you see Jeff come up, you cover everyone. You counter the ultimate. You counter the ultimate immediately. That should be one thing that you always do. All right. Now, this might bother a lot of people where I'm putting Jeff, but I feel like Jeff is B. There's no way I would put Jeff in S. I know he's S to a lot of people, but I don't feel like Jeff is S at all. And when you compare him to the rest of the other healers based on kit, it's not the same. Okay? It's not the same. So I feel like Adam Warlock is absolutely amazing, but Jeff is also really cool. But once you have a team playing around your ultimate and is countering your ultimate, what then does Jeff bring to the team? Because out of all the ultimates of most of them, he's the easiest one to counter. So once you stop this, what actually stops Jeff? What does Jeff bring to the team once you start countering his ultimate? Once that cloak and dagger is doing a really good job. So my mind is stuck between him being between B and A, right? Maybe it'll change closer to the end of the video. I'm not sure, but that's right there where I have him. I never seen Jeff at S. I used to think he was annoying, but actually playing around it, you see it coming, you hear it. It's very good cues in the game. You can play around it. Now I know at the lower levels, you might have a tough time, right? Oh my gosh, Loki. Chat, listen to me. Listen to me, right? Loki, I personally feel, is a very great healer. Now, when you get up into the higher ranks and they start banning, the first healer that's going to be banned is probably going to be Luna Snow. Okay? Now, outside of Luna Snow, who do you have? You have Loki. I feel like Loki is legitimately great. I think he takes a lot of effort. If you guys are a Loki main out here, it takes a lot of effort. His lanterns for the invincibility that's put there is so obnoxious. I feel like if people are diving the backline, I would love a Loki back there because he can protect them so well. A Black Panther hates seeing a Loki. Counters hate seeing a Loki because of the lanterns. You have to take so much time to see the lanterns, and by that time, people can turn and burst you down, so you have to get out. I think Loki's great. I think his heals are really good. I think he can turn fights by copying anyone on there, knowing what you bring to it. So if there's a Loki and a Luna, now Luna's ult is like what, 10, 12 seconds? Now it's 20 to 24 seconds. You can't do nothing about it. That's an insane survivability. That's an insane push. I think if you're going to learn a healer, you should definitely pick up Loki because they're not going to be banning him, but he's going to be so strong to kind of waver the decision making in a lot of the matches that you're going to be doing. And I feel like Loki is A. I think he's A. I don't think he's S tier. But I feel like Loki is A. He requires a lot more to actually do with his kit. A lot you got to set up. You got to do the setups. He's not as instant heals with everything else. You got to get the clones out there, and you do more healing based on the amount of clones that's actually out, that's actually looking. I think he's really good. A solid A healer, bro. I think Loki's great. I think he's solid. The thing is with Loki, the setups, and if your setups are down, he's a lot slower than a Cloak and Dagger just having everything already at their disposal that's already ready, right? So I think it's pretty cool. I do love that. Luna Snow. Luna. Honestly, I don't think Luna's that bad. No, I'm just playing. That's an insta ban. Listen, if you got the liberty to insta ban, like let's say you're in higher rank and you're gonna ban a Hawkeye, right? Let's say you ban Hawkeye, but the other team already bans Hela. 2 for the price of 1. So now you got the 2 for the price of 1 because Hela and Hawkeye is already out. Now the next one you can go for is gonna be a healer, or you're gonna ban Hulk, right? You're either gonna ban Hulk or you're gonna ban a healer. So if you take out Luna Snow, that is so much survivability and stall time that you instantly get rid of. You instantly get rid of so much stall time. The character, since the beta, they did nerf her heals, but they buffed her damage since the beta. By the way, I spent like 200 hours on the beta. Right now, in game, I gotta show you guys. I'm like, not in game, but the overall game hours on the game, I'm like 600 something hours. Right now, with Luna Snow, I think that's an instant ban. I think the character is not missing anything. Now, I gotta tell you guys something funny. I was playing in a match. Someone went Rocket. I said, hey man, as a healer, do you play Luna Snow at all? He said, no, Luna Snow requires aiming. I said, dang. All right, bro, you got me. Luna Snow requires aiming. All right, you got me. Right, chat? I'm like, hey, you know what, bro? All right, you got me. I'm like, you know what? You got me. You know, he was honest. So let's see what's up next. We got Magic, which is one of my favorite DPS, okay? I feel like Magic is a very solid DPS. I feel like she's really good. I play Magic a lot. The thing is landing your dash. I had to learn that the reticle that's underneath her sword and where her body is, I had to aim more to the right rather than to the left because I kept missing. But after getting in the amount of hours that I have in with her, it's a lot easier now after you pay attention to the reticle with where she's placed on the screen. Knowing her one-shot combo for the lower health heroes is amazing. The way how she can get in, get out, playing around with Demon, putting the Demon up there to hit the tanks, to do the damage up there. And the Demon has a hitbox itself, especially if like you're running through and you are one-shot, you put the Demon in front of you, the Demon will take the hit while you can get that heal. Or you put the Demon up there for it to build up shields for you, I think is absolutely amazing. Right? I think she is a very dope character, and every single time I see a Doctor Strange, I'm like, I got you, boy. because I'm gonna do some crazy stuff to Strange hate melee characters, you know, because we go past his shield. So I feel like Magic is completely a legitimately dope character. I don't feel like Magic is S tier, because then you got to think about Magic with the speed of how she kills with her escape potential. Now you start thinking about her with Black Panther, and I know they team up very well together. But I feel like overall Magic is a solid, good character, solidly dope character. I feel like she's A rank, and you got to really think about how strong A rank is. You know, Instaban shouldn't even be in the game, basically. You know, Instaban is just a lane I had to create. You know, so S rank, A rank is basically right there. I think Magic is a really, really strong character. I think she's really good, especially for what she does and what she gives you. And I love her ultimate. Hello, Dark Child. You know what I'm saying? So the thing that's so crazy is that with that ultimate, you still have to be careful with it, because you have to do it behind something or when the enemy isn't really paying attention to you, because you could still die in it. But the range on it is so insane. But a lot of people think it's broken, but you can CC her. You can do so much stuff to her while she's still in her ultimate. And that's the thing about it, is her kill speed, you know. But I do think Magic is absolutely amazing, bro. I think she's fire as heck. I love this character. It's one of my favorite DPS. Okay, one of my favorite DPS. Okay, here we go. Here we go, chat. All right, I'm not gonna lie. We got Magneto. Okay, we got Magneto. The thing here is, when I first played the game, I thought, when I first played the beta, Magneto team up with Scarlet broke the game. They nerfed it down, though. In the main game now, it doesn't do the insane oppression damage that it once did. Thank God, right? Now, here's the thing that's crazy, is that if you don't understand Magneto, you play against Magneto, he's kind of boring. It doesn't seem like he's doing too much. He's just very sturdy. He's very sturdy. He blocks. His shield is amazing. It blocks basically almost everything. He can bubble for crucial plays, especially if you want to get in there. Like a Magic wants to get in, he could throw the bubble on it. Anybody want to dive, Black Panther, anybody who wants to do, he could time it, throw the bubble on him, give them the extra survivability, give you a ways to get out, get Thor in there, get Thor out. He's a very good, solid lane tank that's really going to be locking you down, absorbing so much damage and stalling you out, while actually doing very good damage himself. I feel like Magneto is just one of those tanks that you should also learn, which I do know. And I play Magneto pretty well. And I feel like he's a very strong tank. And his ultimate is a counter ult. Or depending on how you're going to use it. If there's a Star-Lord on the other team, you want to save your ult when he uses his ult. If there's a Punisher on the other team, you want to save your ult. You know which character you counter with your ultimate to make it to where they are not as oppressive to you. And then if you activate it quick enough, you can throw that damage back, and he can also one-shot Lunar in her ultimate if timed correctly, you know. So that's another thing that's just so amazing. So I think Magneto is another S tier tank. You know, these are not in order. I'm just putting them up there currently right now. But I definitely feel like Magneto is another S tier tank, especially with paired with him and Strange together. They're obnoxious to get through. You break down Strange shield, he now steps to the front and now protects Strange till his shield recharges. Then you vice versa, and you actually go through. So you combine Magneto with anybody, and I feel like it's going to be a legit good time. You know, I feel like he's a really strong tank. Here's what we got. We got Mantis. Mantis. This might be a little bit surprising to what you guys think here, but if I'm being honest, Mantis is just pretty oppressive. Now, I want to go ahead and say this for the record. When I was playing through solo and I'm in low rank, I did not like seeing Mantis on my team. You guys may not understand what I'm saying, because you're probably like, oh, this guy's tripping, Mantis is amazing. In low ranks, people do not understand or comprehend how to truly play this character. They don't understand that you punish divers with your sleep. They don't understand that she is the bully. She's not getting bullied. A lot of people think that she's this dainty hero, like, oh my gosh, in low rank, they're attacking me. No, you're doing the attacking. You're really the lion here. You're really the predator that's chasing after your prey. They're diving you, but you actually turn out diving them. They dive you, you sleep, you buff yourself with damage, aim at the head. They're asleep. They're done. They're going to bed. That's the thing that's so crazy, is because at low ranks, people don't have the capacity to understand how oppressive and how damaging and how dangerous she is. A lot of people try to heal. She's an off healer. She's a secondary healer. She's a DPS / healer. she pairs well with other great healers like a Luna or anybody else that's going to cover. If you do well, if you play well with the matchup and the team synergy with Adam Warlock, you know, I feel like this character is going to be doing some insane damage, some great CC at perfect times to really lock you down. And this might surprise a lot of people, but I don't feel like she's A tier. I don't feel like she's S tier. I feel like you should ban Mantis if possible, right? So it's between ban and S for me with Mantis. And I'm going to bring this one down to chat with what you guys think, because this is, personally, I'm aiming ban because of how crazy she is, the damage that she does, and how she actually buff other players to do insane damage, you know, and her healing does 55. You can really throw that on there, stack it. You don't want to do that unless you're in a tight pinch. The thing that is so crazy to me, I feel like if you have the opportunity to get rid of her, because she's basically another strong form DPS that's buffing somebody else to out damage you, so you can't really keep up. I feel like we should ban her. All right, chat. I'm gonna ask you guys to step in right here. What do you guys think? Is she an insta ban or is she a S? What do you guys think? Insta ban or S? How do you guys feel about Mantis? Insta ban or S? What do we think? Nah, the sleep. People really do hate the sleep because I feel like the sleep is broken. I feel like the sleep is broken. You saying S? Okay. S rank? S rank? Ban? Okay. All right, let's go here. S rank. S rank. If Luna banned, she's banned. That's S plus. I mean, she and Luna are some like Bonnie and Clyde. They're pretty dangerous. They are pretty dangerous. I'm not even gonna lie. They are pretty dangerous. I cannot lie to you. Those two characters is just somebody that you just have to be careful of. You know, I feel like Mantis is just somebody that's just gonna ruin your day more than anybody else when you really think about it. You know? Insta ban, she brings more than just heals. Yeah, she brings too much. What you guys going with? The sleep is fair? The sleep is not fair. I know you can shoot it. A lot of people forget that you can shoot it to wake up earlier, but most of the time people ain't thinking about that. I'll be asleep for 20 minutes, drooling, wake up. I still got my ult, my bad. Drooling it, my bad, bro. My bad. I still got my ult. You know? Now she's really, really good. She's really, really, really good for sure. This is a very top tier character. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Moon Knight. I feel like the projectile speed of Moon Knight, it's fine. I feel like in the earlier stages when people didn't understand what the Unk did, he was S tier, right? When people didn't understand what was going on, I think his ultimate is fine. It's cool, you know, little area making you move. The damage is fine. The thing is with Moon Knight now, since we've been playing the game and we understand his kit and what he has, the jump, the glide isn't too fast. You can really snipe him out of the air. He's just a solid character. He's a solid character. I won't lie to you. He's a solid character. I don't feel like he really is as a... If you're losing to Moon Knight, you're losing because of the intelligence of your team. And that's the thing that's so crazy, is because if you're losing to a Hawkeye, is because Hawkeye is bullying you. You can't peek. You can't peek. It's not much you can do. But if you're losing to Moon Knight, it's because of your positioning and the IQ of your team of not shooting the unks and actually paying attention to how serious it is. And once you understand that of the character, the threat level of the character decreases so much. And that's what's so crazy. So I feel like he's B. I don't feel like he does, you know, entirely too much to where he's oppressive or anything like that. I feel like he's just a good character. I feel like he's really a good character, right? All right, now this is the DPS that I use the most in the beta, Namor. I feel like just because Namor isn't as flashy, I feel like just because he's not as flashy, a lot of people don't understand Namor. I feel like they don't really know where to place him. And a lot of people don't pick him because he don't look as cool as the other characters, the main characters in Marvel that they're used to. But I'm not gonna lie, Namor is absolutely insane. And there's an opportunity to where he's able to even kill Luna in her ultimate with his ultimate. I've seen it happen quite a few times. The next thing that happened here is the squid, especially with the team up with Luna, and the fact that he's an anti-dive character, and the fact that his trident throws do so much damage, right? He's a spacing character that does a good job of lining up, staying out of the pressure way, and protecting the backline. The thing is with Namor, if you really understand this character, what this character is, I really feel like Namor is S tier. A lot of things that come around with Namor is just the way he plays, the way on how you understand the projectile speed of what you're doing, how to lead your shots, and understanding the target priorities of who you're going for and what you're going to be doing, and the main play style, especially like when you see him being played at high rank. And if you use Namor, you're not doing all of that stuff. It's just because you got to play him a little bit better. Kind of like with the position of the squids. I had like the worst thing to where I kept throwing the squids on the ground when you got to really angle them and throw them in different ways so they don't get killed really easily. They really become obnoxious for certain people. Spider-Man see a Namor and he's just going to go see Uncle Ben. I'm sorry. All right? That's just how it is. He's going to go see Uncle Ben. Okay? Now, Now, this one is probably going to bother a couple people. Penny is one of, like, my most played alongside, second most played beside Groot in the beta, which transitioned over to the full game with how I'm doing it. And I'm almost at 600, 700 hours almost in the main game, not even including the beta separate, just legitimately almost 700 hours. And the thing is with Penny, I love Penny, especially on defense. Now, very important for me to go over this with you guys. When I see people play Penny, people don't understand what Penny is. Penny is a restrict character, right? She's a zone control character. So the thing is, Penny is a setup character. Once she sets up, she plays around her mind. The team plays around her mind. If you see Penny's mind and you try to shoot it, a good Penny's gonna go in front of it to try to take the hits, or people are gonna try to get you off of the mine, because once the mine go down, the whole skill set of Penny drops tremendously. I think her mines do so much damage, especially how you can cover it with the webs and be sneaky and be creative. Especially playing inside of the webs and getting heals with everything that you can do. Her ultimate isn't something that's just oppressive enough when you see this character, especially for being a tank. Penny is not a main tank, and I know a lot of people be like, well, I'm main tank with Penny. Well, that's just because the other team was bad, okay? Because Penny's not a main tank. She's a secondary tank for a hold. And if you can get somebody to get rid of her spider nest very easily, then you probably need to switch, because the usefulness of Penny is going to be dropped inch by inch. If somebody already controls the zone and you have Penny trying to come up to get the zone, you have to hope that you get a pushback or you have a Luna ult to be able to get in, for you to be able to set up to really lock in with Penny. My thing is, I don't feel like Penny's no more than a B character over anybody else, especially when it comes to tanking. Okay, especially when it comes to tanking. She doesn't have enough shields. She doesn't have enough anything else to really kind of like stay there. She plays around it, and once you destroy the main gimmick of what she has, then she really can't really get out too much. Okay, so that's just my main thing with Penny. I don't feel like Penny's doing too much. I'm really stuck between Penny being in B and C, but when she locks down and she's controlling the zone, oh, is she annoying. She's very annoying. She can really stop divers, play around the mine. She's very strong on that front. So when she gets things set up, she's oppressive. When nothing is set up, she's actually bad for the team. So that's the thing with Penny, is because they're really high highs or they're really low lows. So that's the thing with Penny. There's really no in between. She gets a lot of damage, but another tank would have been great there, unless you're really holding the chokes and you're really locking down and your mind isn't really getting too destroyed. Okay, here we go. Here we go, boys. Here we go. Here we go. Now, Psylocke. This character is so cool. This character is just the coolest of cool. Okay? This character is just so freaking cool. Now, the thing that's just so cool about Psylocke is how she's played. She's an individual solo carry character that can really do so much and isn't dependent on the heals. Like when I see a lot of people play Psylocke and they get in with Psylocke, they were like, hey, healers, I need heals. You're playing around the health. You're playing around the med packs. you're not playing around just the healers. You're playing around getting picks, doing your own thing. There's certain Psylocks that play in lane, try to get a little bit, play off an ultimate. There's certain Psylocks that harass the back line. There's certain Psylocks that doesn't know what they should be doing, and they're kind of stuck up there with me. I'm like, hey, bro, get over there. Go on the off angle. Go make them look. Move. Because they don't know what they should be doing. The mindset of the person that's playing Psylocke depends on how deadly she is going to be. And that's the thing that's so scary about the character, is because you understand what you should be doing, but you don't do it well. Your positioning isn't well. Your flanking isn't well. A lot of the things that you should be doing, your target priority isn't well. And that's the thing that's so good about the character. But she is absolutely insane. I love this character so much. She definitely doesn't require you to play with the team or do anything. She just does her own thing, and she does it extremely well. And if she's doing it well, that means you're winning most of the time. If she does it well, it means you're winning, okay? And that's the crazy part, all right? So I really feel like if you learn Psylocke, you can hard carry with your games for her to take you through where you need to be, what you're going to be doing. And I feel like that is just such an overall strong thing when it comes to a character like Psylocke. You feel me? Now, I got to tell you guys something. I don't feel like this character is S tier. I don't feel like this character is an insta-ban. I just feel like this character is obnoxious as fudge. I, honest to God, cannot stand the Punisher. I cannot stand the Punisher. I know a lot of other people were saying things, and I talk about a lot of character. I cannot stand the Punisher, especially when our divers suck on the team and they cannot get in and do what they're supposed to be doing. I cannot stand this character. This character's overall obnoxious as fudge, right? But I definitely feel like the Punisher's A tier. You know, these aren't in any order. I'm just having them here. I feel like the Punisher is absolutely A tier. The shotgun, the team up with Rocket, you know, him shooting out Iron Man, the shotgun is absolutely impressive. I've been a victim of it a couple times. Him sitting back there on the turret and not getting checked, not getting battled. Now, if you have him not getting checked on the turret, you can't really get through most of the time. It's so many gimmicks that a lot of teams don't know how to deal with him because he's so oppressive and they don't know what's going on. But he's not an S tier character. He just does what he does very, very well. You know, I feel like he's a very good, solid character. The crazier your aim, the crazier the character. You know, the crazier your team play around you and understand that you're creating headaches for the other team, the crazier the character is. You know, I feel like that's solid all around. All right, now chat knows this about me. Chat, where am I putting Rocket? You know this about me. Come on. Come on, talk to me, chat. Where am I putting Rocket? Talk to me. Talk to me. Come on. I cannot, for the love of God, stand Rocket Raccoon. I know how to play him. The character is very easy, right? The thing is that Rocket is giving you heals, but they're not clutch heals. And let me explain this to you, because somebody's gonna say, oh, Rio, I've done 60, 70,000 heals over time. How many times have you guys ever needed a clutch heal and Rocket is behind you healing and you die? When I see Rocket and people was like, oh, I can main carry heals with Rocket, I'm like, what are you saying? What are you saying? What are you saying? You just killed my aspiration to want to be better in life. The thing is, I cannot stand Rocket. Now, the team up with him and Punisher and Winter Soldier, I think is great. As someone who plays tank, I can even wall off with Groot to where the enemy is not shooting us. And I'm like, all right, bro, fill me up. Pause. Heal me. And I'm just there. The wall's gone. Now we both dead. Bro, the heals are so tiny. It be making me lose my mind. And every time somebody doesn't play healer and they gotta play healer, they go Rocket. And then a lot of times is when you're playing Rocket, sometimes you may have needed that heal. You know what I hate? I hate when I'm playing the game and on the other team, there's a Luna Snow and a Mantis on the other team as healers. And on our team, we have a Cloak and Dagger and a Rocket. They have two healing ults to move forward. The damage isn't what we needed at the moment. We needed more heals, but you got us damage. Bro, I be losing my mind. and our DPS ain't even good enough to carry off of the damage, but we could have survived off of the heal. I just don't know what to do. I just don't know what to do. I can't, bro. I'm putting Rocket in C. I can't, bro. I'm putting Rocket in C. I just can't, bro. I just can't do it sometimes, bro. I just can't do it. I just can't do it sometimes. Rocket drives me crazy. If I'm wrong in the comments, let me know. If you feel a way about Rocket, let me know. By the way, leave a thumbs up on this video. You know, I'm back to dropping a lot of videos. You know, I took my little break, Marvel Rival videos. And for you guys that don't know, I like being in depth with video games, especially with everything what we should be doing. I'm going to be coming with some guides on every single character, what we should be doing. I'm going to have some fun videos all around. All right. Scarlet Witch. Okay. Here's the thing. Scarlet Witch is cool sometimes, depending on the rank. Sometimes, right? And sometimes a guy could just be floating around being a ghost doing nothing. Okay, sometimes you don't know what you're gonna get from Scarlet Witch. All right, I'm not gonna lie. I'm putting her around there with Black. To me, she's better. I find her a little bit better because of the ult, if you can get it off. But most of the time, you're not gonna get the ultimate off. But that one time that you get it, it is absolutely amazing, right? It is absolutely amazing. But the thing is with Scarlet, I just cannot go crazy with her. Like, not me playing her. It's just the people that I play with in the kit. Now, here's the thing. For me to feel like Scarlet could be better is if they buffed the phase. If her phase was faster for an escape, I think she'll be a way better character. Because now you're going and you're doing a little bit too much with buffing damage and stuff like that. I feel like if her phase was faster for her to get away from you, because as soon as you pop the phase, most people can just walk and follow you and then shoot you as soon as you get out of phase. And then somebody's going to be like, but Rio, that's why you got 2 phase. Okay, well, you pop the second phase, now they're going to shoot you again. Right? And that's the thing with her. I felt like she just travels just a little bit too slow. You know? I feel like she travels just a little bit too slow. And that's just why I have her there. All right? So yeah, this is my own personal tier list. Now, Spider-Man. Okay, I feel like this goes... Now, I know everybody got this game thinking they were going to be Spider-Man. Listen, when I played the beta, when I first got on the beta, day 1 of the beta, alpha, beta, whatever it is, I said, yo, I'm going to play Spider-Man, right? I said, bro, I'm going to play Spider-Man. I got on the game. I said, I bet I'm not playing Spider-Man. Bruh, he just did not fit me, bruh. It was not what I was expecting. Being able to swing, especially after I just played the Spider-Man Miles Morales, I thought it was gonna go something like that. I'm like, bro, I know how to, bro, come on, bro. I know how to swing, bro. I'm about to be doing crazy stuff. I got on this game and it did not go the way I thought it was. I'm playing characters that I didn't even know I would like. I ain't even gonna lie to you, right? The thing is, Spider-Man being able to get in, get out, cool. The damage, him being able to set up to actually finish. The thing is, the Spider-Man on your team is gonna do 3 things. Not actually 4 things. He's either gonna sell, he's either not gonna switch, he's either gonna do really, really good, or he's just gonna be bad to where the other team's gonna laugh at him. That's just where it goes with Spider-Man. I'm sorry. There's no in between. You either getting one of the 2, or you probably getting both of the bads. Okay? All right? Now, it's either Spider-Man's good or the Spider-Man's bad. And there's a spider diff, right? To me, I feel like Spider-Man lows are extremely low. Especially like with me, the first thing I'm gonna say, if you don't know how to counter him, he feels S tier. If you know how to counter him, he stays in line, right? And now they're gonna try to push you, especially like with me, I'm gonna get the Namor or whatever. I'm gonna be like, hey, somebody get on Namor, especially, you know, locked in. I feel like Spider-Man's here. I don't see any more of like what Spider-Man is. You know, I don't feel any more of what Spider-Man is. I feel like he's B tier. Now when he's on you, he's obnoxious. Wiping your healers, I feel like he's obnoxious. But when you start to see him and you kind of get like a gist of the game, he's not as fast as your Black Panther to where you're looking over here, but he's already over there. Then you look over here, he's in your house. Then you look over there, then you go in your house, he's already in your car. He stole your keys. You know, he doesn't have that type of speed. So you're able to really understand Spider-Man and kind of track him a little bit better with kind of like how you're going through it. So I feel like that's the thing with Spider-Man, right? Now, all right, Squirrel Girl, Squirrel Stampede. All right, Sandy Cheeks. I'm not gonna lie, we gotta talk about that ultimate. That ultimate sucks. Probably the worst ultimate in the game. Sometimes I send it straight. The squirrels come back asking for nuts. I don't know. I'm like, what did you do? But she gets the ultimate like 50 times a game. So, you know, might as well you get something off of it. The thing is with Squirrel Girl is if you have somebody with insane damage and you're hitting your shots, she is very oppressive. I'm not going to lie. Her damage is insane, especially if you got somebody that know how to hit your shots. She's very oppressive. Now, the thing about Squirrel Girl that you guys got to understand, Groot put up his walls. My iron wall has like 700 health. Squirrel Girl's going to get that wall down in a few seconds. Strange can't keep his shield up in lane if she's able to stay back there and just spam while the other DPS is cooking. She's going to be moving the lane. She's obnoxious, so you got to take care of her. And if she's landing ults, then, you know, thank God it's a good day. I feel like she's in B. I feel like Squirrel Girl is in B with just how you see her as a character. Now, the bounce shots and getting things and hitting your backline, as soon as she hits you, you got to move because the second shot could completely wipe you out. You know what I'm saying? But we can't ignore the pressure with the bad ult that she does. We can't ignore the pressure that she has with the damage. The ult suck, but that damage, 2 shots, you're out of there. It's absolutely oppressive. You know what I'm saying? And so that's the thing to me, why I feel like Squirrel Girl is just a little bit so crazy, is because the way on how she can lock you down. You know, it's the way on how she can lock you down. Now, Star-Lord. Okay. All right. So here's the thing about Star-Lord. Guess who's banned? Hawkeye. Guess who's banned? Hela. Oh, they're banned? Oh, it's demon time. It's demon time. It's time. First off, let's address something real quick. Let's address something. This nigga was not that good in the movies. He could barely fight. Why is he so OD in this game? Why is he so OD in this game? He could not even fight in the movies. Guardians of the Galaxy, he was cheeks. But in this game, he got insta frame dodges. He can dodge ults with 1 frame, invincibility to flip through it. What are we doing? Oh, it's off the comics? Okay, good point. Nah, bro's crazy. I think Star-Lord timing ults to actually dodge. If you have a Luna on your team or whatever ults you have to think about him as a character, and you have to mentally be conscious of when his ults are back up, when his ult is back up, plan around his ult, dive into backline, plan from the high ground. He's an absolutely solid character. If you learn anyone in this game, make sure you learn Star-Lord. He can absolutely go crazy, steamroll the other team. He's a solid pick character. I think Star-Lord is just absolutely powerful. He's a powerful pick, and he's getting even stronger, especially like with the bans. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I'm stuck between S and A. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I'm gonna have to do something a little bit different. I'm gonna put him at the bottom of A. I mean, bottom of S. Bottom of S. I feel like Star-Lord is absolutely amazing. I feel like he's amazing. I feel like he's a solid character, especially like if you are playing him at a very high level. If your aim is amazing, your movement is amazing. I feel like his ultimate, that auto aim, is something that will completely destroy the team, bro. Destroy the key people in the team, you know? And I think that's what's so scary about it. As soon as you hear legendary, I'm like, oh my God. Actually, I'm not dead because I'm hiding on the inside looking up. I'm hiding on the inside looking up. I'm not even gonna lie. Sometimes when I hear that legendary, I'll be like, I'm gonna die anyway. I'm gonna fly up with Thor. Just to try to land a hit. I think it's hilarious. But I think he's absolutely amazing as a character. I think he's a solid character. Okay, well, here we are. Chat, here we are. This is gonna be very tough because I know somebody's gonna be like,
well, I use Storm. And I feel like Storm is very useful and she's great.
I'm be like, okay. then I get that Storm on my team. I've only had one good Storm, and I don't even know if she was good because the last time I played with a good Storm was in Silver Ring. That should tell you, right? That should tell you. The thing is here with Storm is if they buff her movement speed, I think it's way better. The character would be a lot more, because here's the thing. Iron Man was not this fast in the beta. They buffed Iron Man. He was like an easy target. He was too slow. I feel like Storm should get that Iron Man treatment because in the beta, Iron Man was not that fast. And I think that's the thing that actually comes down to it, right? She's stuck in between being a DPS and a support. And I feel like in a lot of times in some games that can actually work, because if you have a team around Storm and she's just damage buffing and she's playing around ultimate to wipe the back line, but the team has 20% damage and your team is hitting everything, oh, you're about to feel it. Them Groot walls aren't staying, strange shield ain't staying. It's gonna be a tough time. But overall, the character, I feel like we got a Charlie's Angels this, man. Who would you guys rather have out of Storm and Scarlet Witch on your team? Who would you guys rather have? Storm or Scarlet Witch on your team? Who would you rather have? Yeah, she's very easy to become busted. So that's why I say you got to start off with the speed buff. You got to start off with the speed buff. Scarlet Witch over Storm? Storm? Okay. I feel like she's D. Am I wrong here? I feel like she's D. Scarlet just a liability. I feel like she's D. You know? Storm C, Scarlet B. Scarlet B. I don't know about B. I don't know about B with Scarlet. Probably the most I could give you is C, but I don't know about B with Scarlet. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you there, brother. I gonna lie to you there, brother. All right. Now, lowest end of C. All right, we gotta come back and look at this one for these three ladies. Honestly though, I could probably put her at C. I could probably put her at C. I could probably put Storm at C. No cap. Because the damage buff of the 20%, the alt, you know, Luna them got to play alt around. You know, I'm going to see. All right, next up we got Thor. Now, you guys know this is another character that I got at Lord. Listen, the videos that I got coming out is about to go crazy. My Thor is fire, dog. Like, I be cooking with Thor, right? I'm not gonna cap, bruh. Thor is A, bruh. Thor is A, bruh. I can't lie to y'all, bruh. Thor is A, bruh. Thor is A. I'm telling y'all. Thor is fine. Now, I know a lot of you guys don't talk about the alt. Why not S? Nah, he ain't S. He ain't S. I know a lot of you guys are just like, his alt sucks. It's everything else that he does. Thor is like a chess piece mover. You can really move people out of position to really put them in a bad situation. The damage that he does once you know how to play him correctly is borderline insane. He does some insane damage. Now, the main thing that you want to do with his alt is that his alt isn't that good. What you want to do is bait out other alts. Put him in such a good position that you can bait out other alts. If you can bait out a Luna alt or a Mantis alt, oh my God, that's a great trade. Great trade. That's the thing about it, is that I feel like Thor is a sleeper for a lot of people. Like he's solid at what he does. He does what he does very, very, very well. I think he's very strong with what he does. And I love what he does, you know, to me, because to me, I play tank. I'm picking Thor over Venom. That's just me. I'm picking Thor over Venom. Speak of the devil, look who's up next. I'm picking Thor over Venom. You know, yeah, he is great anti-dive. He's getting you off of his healers. You know, and the damage that he puts out, you gotta move. You gotta remember that Thor does about like almost 1100 in his awakening. And then you have Strange, whose shield is like 800. He can't stay there and take it. He has to move. You destroy the shield. You destroy a lot of things that can't stay in the lane with Thor, with whatever it is that you're doing, right? And he evaporates squishy characters, absolutely. Now we got Venom here. I have no fear pressure of Venom. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I don't fear Venom at all. I just feel like he's a body. I don't feel any fear of Venom. I think he's a really cool character, especially with getting the health as low as possible and popping your shield and then locking down the healers whenever you get in by tying them to you with the symbiote, holding on to them. I think Venom is cool. I'm just not a big fan of Venom. I think his ultimate is absolutely garbage as well. It's another garbage ult, like especially when you see it. Yeah, he gets shield and stuff from it. The thing is that you're never worried about the damage. You're never worried about a lot of what's going on. I feel like they could at least buff the damage on that for Venom. I feel like he's just not a character that is just, I feel any oppressiveness from, you know. Yeah, he gets in and get out, but you know, you CC him and lock him down, the Venom is gonna be a victim. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie, it's either B or C for Venom. Let me think about this. I will definitely diving. It's either B or C for Venom. What are y'all thinking? What are y'all thinking? B or C for Venom? How we going with this? Because I feel like a lot of the things that Venom does, a lot of the things that he does, like I would, you know, a diving tank, I get it to disrupt, but you know, Punisher's on turret, you want to get back there, he gets back there. I definitely feel like he's C. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like he's C. I feel like just a lot of the things that he does is just there, you know? I feel like he needs a buff though, but he does what he does well, so it is what it is. Winter Soldier, the TikTok hero, the content creator that spams again. you know, I failed again. You know, that's how I feel in life. Oh my God, I got fired again. You know what I'm saying? My girl is disappointed again. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of stuff that you put there. You know what I'm saying? I burnt the rice again. You know what I'm saying? Again. It's just a lot that he does. You know, I hate this guy. Because he shouldn't be that good. He should not be this good. I'm going to tell you something. When Bucky was getting mixed by Iron Man, when him and Captain America was trying to jump Iron Man, very lame moment, by the way, and I take Tony's side after they figure out that Bucky was, you know, killed his parents, but oh, he was brainwashed. Don't nobody care. Don't nobody care. Why you hanging with the wrong people anyway? Right? He was not boxing like that. He did not again Iron Man once. But he is OD. He is OD. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like he's A rank though. He is OD. Being able to pull the tanks out of position is one of the scariest things, especially like when I'm playing Groot. Definitely being able to pull the tanks out of position, locking in, following up his damage. Now you may think he doesn't have enough shots in that gun. He got more than enough. He do too much damage. You know what I'm saying? So he is a very strong character, scary character that I hate seeing, that applies so much pressure, good at moving the tanks, just all around solid, doesn't need anything. I feel like this character is absolutely perfect, especially if he fits your playstyle. Seeing a Winter Soldier diff and that diff is on your team, oh my God, you feel good about life because he can carry. Uh-oh. Here we go. 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 Here we go, boys. Here we go. Here we go. We ready? Wolverine, the character that took a long time for people to figure out what was going on when everybody was calling him trash. The Wolverine mains were actually fighting against the allegations. We're saying, no, we're not trash. We're going to find our purpose in life. People were just calling him absolute garbage. The people that called him absolute garbage are saying now he's amazing. He's a tank buster, pretending like they never said it because they don't want to accept any accountability out here in life. But since I play tank, Wolverine is a either 0 to 100 real quick or a 100 to 0 real quick type of character, right? Either Wolverine can kill 4 to 5 people by himself with the ultimate and setup, or Wolverine is struggling to deal with a cloak and dagger. All right. That's just how it goes with Wolverine. It's either you see him boxing and destroying people, lifting up a Groot, destroying everybody on the ground, or you see him over there swinging at cloak and dagger blind, trying to figure out, are they dancing? Are they dancing? I don't know what's going on. Are they dancing? Are they a thing? You don't know what's going on. But when he does his job well, I'm going to tell you guys the scariest thing I ever been through was when Wolverine snatched me up and I already looked around for him and I didn't know where and I didn't see him. So I thought the coast was clear. And out of nowhere, it's like he instant transmission to me and just carried me to the other team. I said, what? Bro, it's probably one of the scariest jump scares in the world, playing against this character and somebody's playing him good, playing against flank, playing the flanks, playing around the tank shield, knowing when to get in, grab you, and then turn around and then kidnapper, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like Wolverine's A. I feel like he's a solid pick to counter tanks, but once you start paying attention to Wolverine, it's better than what people were giving him. They were calling them D tier. I feel like Wolverine's A. I feel like he's solid. He bully tanks and stuff like that. And when his passive is up, I feel like he's extremely dangerous. But when that passive is down, I feel like he's like meow, meow, meow. You know what I'm saying? Like when it's up, all right, bet that's Wolverine. When it's down, hey Charles. You know what I'm saying? That's just kind of like how it is for me. So God, I can't wait to rank these characters. I cannot wait to rank these characters right here. Let me know in the comment section if you guys are going to be playing Human Torch, or you guys are going to be playing like, you know what I'm saying, my baby, or you're going to be playing like the Stretch Lord, or you're going to be playing that dude, that thing. You know what I'm saying? Let me know who you guys are going to be playing. Let me know what you guys think of the tier list. The tier is definitely going to be changing, especially with the new characters coming out. I'm really excited about it. Also, if you guys are not following me over there on Twitch, definitely come over and check it out. I stream basically almost every day. There's gonna be a lot of Marvel Rival content that's actually gonna be coming out. I know I'm late, but I wanted to show you guys just entirely how much hours I've actually put into this game, so you guys can see that I'm not BSing you. I've really been putting in a lot of work, so you guys can see. So we can take a look right here and you can see my hours. Look at my hours. Look at my hours. Look at my hours right here. Look at the mouse. What does that say? 673.9 hours of playtime. I just been locked in, grinding, learning the game exactly what I need to be doing, how I need to go about it, with how I feel with my plays and what I'm going to be locking in. And this is just kind of like where I'm at. This is kind of where I'm at. This is kind of like how I feel about the meta right now, especially like with the picks. And for the love of God, if the other team have Luna, why don't we have a Luna? Please make sure that you guys drop a thumbs up on the video if you guys did enjoy it. Let me hear from you guys in the comment section. I'm gonna catch you guys later on the next video. Y'all take care. All right.